Heads up, this contains minor spoilers by showing characters that you probably haven't met yet in the game, so leave now if you don't want it spoiled. Let me just start this review by saying, wow. Persona 5 the original is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm happy to say that Atlus took it and improved upon it in almost every single way. I love this game a lot. So, I'm going to explain the plot real quick before I get into the positives and negatives. So, the story revolves around Joker, our main character. He was a high school student who was arrested for assault in his hometown and put on probation. And for his probation, he was sent to live with Sojiro Sakura, who owns a coffee shop. And he now goes to a new high school where he's basically an outcast. But while going there on his first day, he accidentally discovers a palace in the metaverse. Palaces, they appear when evil people have strong distorted desires, and you destroy these palaces by stealing the core of their desires after exploring it. And Joker forms the Phantom Thieves, and their goal is to fix society by stealing the hearts of evil adults. And everything you do is on a timer mechanic. So basically, you get to move days by sleeping. You start out in April, and then the game is 1 year. So basically, you end in March. It's kind of complicated for me to explain, but you know, whatever. So basically, this game is Pokemon meets Inception with its story. Alright, now I'm going to get into the positives of this game. Here's an improvement from the original. So, in the original, to reload ammo, you had to leave the metaverse, and then you had to come back to reload your guns. It was stupid because you have to explore these palaces by a deadline, and that could be annoying when you have to reload your guns by leaving. And now in Royal, they reload after every single battle. But to compensate for that, you do have less ammo to use per battle, and that's fine. And now let's go to the next thing, which is the characters. Ooh, the characters! Every character is great with their own distinct personality. And by the way, their frames while talking have been changed. They're a lot more expressive. In the original, they had the same exact head position, just their facial expression was changed to represent their emotion. And now, it's a lot more expressive, as I said. So, this game has a very interesting story. I told you the basic, plot, what it basically is, but how it plays out is very interesting. And how you do in palaces sometimes in combat is affected by confidants. And to unlock some of these confidants, you have to have certain social stats. These confidants at certain ranks give you a bunch of quality of life improvements that really have no business being optional, while some of them are completely useless. There's one character I didn't really care for, and her confidant is very useless. The music. Oh, the music. Oh, the music. The music, they've added a bunch of new tracks. There's a new opening cinematic and a new opening song, and they're all great. You can still listen to the original in the Thieves' Den. Thieves' Den is a new feature where you get to just play card games and wander around. It's kind of like a big trophy room. Now there's a mechanic called challenge battles. They're just battles you can do to get rewards. You can just battle people for fun. And now there's new content in Mementos. Mementos is basically the grind location of the original game. It's basically everyone's palace. Now there's a merchant down there named Jose. If you collect flowers while you're down there, you can trade them into him for useful stuff. They have, in battle, there's Pokemon-like type advantages where you can knock down an enemy if you land their weakness, and then you get one more attack. Like, you get the one more attack if there are multiple enemies at once. But if there's one enemy and you knock him down, or if you knock every single one down, then you get to do a hold-up where you can do an all-out attack. An all-out attack kills them all. Well, depending on how much health they have, that is. And they've added a bunch of new personas too that you can capture. You capture personas by negotiating with them in the holdups. So now let's get into the negatives. So basically the only thing I can think of was that Palace 5 was kind of made worse just because of its boss fight, and Palace 5 sucked to begin with. It's uninteresting. Like, it could have been, I'm not going to tell you who owned it, but it could have been an empire. Like, once you figure out who it belongs to, you'll understand what I mean. So, the boss fight, if you knock all enemies down, you don't get an all-out attack. He sends waves of enemies at you, which is stupid. Like, in the original it was boring and a breeze, and now it's the stupidest thing. Somehow it's easier on the hardest difficulty than it is on easy and normal. How did they manage to do that? Well, yeah, that's the only negative I can really think of when it comes to this game. Everything else is amazing. So, basically, what I'm saying is, go buy this game immediately. Even if you haven't played the original Persona 5. This could be the perfect way to experience it for the first time. I love this game. It is a masterpiece. So, for the final verdict, I'm giving this game a strong 10 out of 10 and my go buy it right now seal. Because if you don't go buy it, I'll know. Alright, see ya. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Alright, and that's it. See ya.